Happy to welcome you all for SRK Talks today. I have a very special guest, Nasser Isaac sir. He's the founder of Manna Foods. Manna Foods பத்தி நான் இன்ட்ரடியூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டியது இல்லை. ஏன்னா என்னோட ஏஜ்ல இருக்கிறவங்க வளர்ந்தது வந்து மன்னா ஃபுட்ஸோட ஹெல்த் மிக்ஸ் சாப்பிட்டுதான். ஸோ எவ்ரி வீக் அம்மா வந்து she makes sure that she gives health mix at least once in a week. So that's the brand. நான் பிராண்டை பத்தி ரொம்ப பேசணும்னு தேவையே இல்லை. So man himself is here, Nasser sir, to discuss about all of those things. But let me give you a small intro, then I will leave to Nasser sir to talk about the journey in brief, and then we can take questions. So in 2000, Manna Foods was started. So they started with one single product, Manna Health Mix. So the actual vision is to provide, ethnic, natural, millet-based health foods, who are to consumers at affordable pricing. So அந்த ஒரு விஷன்ல ஆரம்பிச்ச ஒரு பிராண்ட் தான். எஸ்பெஷலி when it comes to the product, நம்ம இன்னைக்கு நிறைய மில்லட் நேச்சுரல் ப்ராடக்ட்ஸ் பார்க்குறோம். பட் Manna Foods have been the pioneer in doing that almost 20 years back. So phenomenal growth in the last 20 years, especially gluten free, high nutrition stuff and things like that. So I'm really happy that in என்னோட programs I refer Manna Foods with a lot of case studies. So that's how the brand is today. So எப்பவுமே ஒன்று சொல்லுவாங்க பிசினஸ்ல, when you're a startup, you need to associate your brand name with one product. உங்க brand name சொன்னா அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் வந்து மைண்ட்ல வரணும். ஸோ அந்த விஷயத்த மாஸ்டர் பண்ணது வந்து Manna Foods நான் நினைக்கிறேன். So Nasser sir started his career as a salesperson in a humble beginning, ஒரு pharma companyல இருந்து. Then he moved to Ahmedabad to another pharma company, and then into a salesperson in a core engineering company, and then got this idea to start Manna Health Mix. So welcome you sir, thank you so much for joining. Two minutes, he's on another call. Yeah. So before we actually start, let me give you 2-3 key points. So questions irundana, we already have curated questions that we'll have it during the session. Where the special questions irundana, you can put it in the Q&A section. We'll take it up on the end. Sir, over to you sir. Thank you so much for joining. We'll start with the journey in brief. Unga journey patti solunga sir. Please start by how it all came down.
Thank you, Mr. Suresh, and my apologies for some technical sudden hiccup at home, because normally I have evening Zoom meetings, so at home we have all the facilities, and when I opened my computer, I realized that there was something, because yesterday night there was some issue in the current. So but it not got all right, and only in the last minute I realized that something wrong, so I had to rush to office.
No problem.
So thank you for inviting for this SRK talk. It's very unique in a person's name. You have coined it and to share the knowledge to other people. That's I always believed. Maybe you would have seen my Facebook book. So sharing knowledge and experience is the greatest charity. That's what every religion says. What is Bhagavad Gita? What is Quran? What are Vedams? What are good books? They are all sharing their experiences and trying to create a inclusive society so that people can choose what they want from it and form their life. That's how it is being done. So thank you for inviting me, and thank you Suresh for this wonderful initiative you have been doing. I don't know how many people have spoken, but I just spoke to one of my friends. He said that he has also addressed this, and he liked it the way you are doing it. And there are 45 participants, and I believe I saw that chat box, and one of them requested that please speak in English. I will. Voice is not audible. Is it not audible?
It's audible, sir. Is it audible, guys? Please type yes in the
to all of you. My voice is audible. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
So we'll do it in Tamil and English in that case, sir.
Yeah, I'll do it in that way and see. Basically, what is important? Why this such training sessions or sharing sessions or motivation sessions? It's to only share. Nothing. Success is basically what we need to understand is a relative term. It is in reference to what is success to me may not be success to another person, because success is always a relative term kind of a thing. எனக்கு ரொம்ப சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் கம்பெனி நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுவேன். பட் தேர் ஆர் மெனி பீப்புள் have told me that you have lost a lot of your time. You could have made it a bigger company kind of a thing. So it is all circumstantial things, and we have to think you are successful, or you maybe you would have grown much a little better kind of a thing. So basically the fundamental idea of sharing the stories of such brands, stories of people, through books or through talks, is only to identify to impress about three important things in life.
Right.
Number one, what can be done to scale up ourselves into the business or in life. Right. Number two is more important, what not to do in the business or in life. Number three, it is you get lot of informations, and it is a kind of a bouquet of ideas you get, and you select one among it depending upon your own ideas and your own strength of thinking power.
Right.
And coming directly to Manna and nothing, because it's all now history, and I started my career as a medical representative in a pharmaceutical company. After 6-7 years in pharma, due to sudden death of my father, I had to come back to Tamil Nadu and stay here to take care of my family, and that's how the whole thing started. And I joined an engineering concern where we were manufacturing rubberized coir mattresses, HDPE and PP oven sacks for cement factories and fertilizer factories, a large business engineering industry, core business industry. Where if you ask me that totally all over India, we were supplying to large, big corporations, and there are only 32 customers, and it's all bought in bulk, and each invoice those days, I'm talking about early 90s, and each invoice will go for 15 lakhs, 18 lakhs kind of a thing. So that's the kind of a business I was in, and I had a kind of a passion inside me that it's not that I want to retire as a employee, though maybe I was very comfortable, maybe I would have been more comfortable than what I am today. But still, something always have been telling me that I should get into some kind of entrepreneurship. That's how it is. I want to tell you because I come from Tirunelveli, and I'm proud of that place. And those days, if you knew that my friends, my relatives, most of them were having a great fascination to go to Middle East. And Middle East was having a red carpet kind of welcoming Indians, skilled Indians for the jobs. Sure. And I got, honestly speaking, I would have got job in just in no time, because my relatives, few of my friends' fathers were all in big positions. And one of my friends also, few of my friends also went to Middle East. Okay. But I avoided, because though I could have got the job, I got a job. But I avoided because somewhere in my feeling that I should be successful in my home place. Whatever I am, I should give back to my country, and that's how, because I was having a unique privilege of serving this NCC for 3 years in school and 3 years in college, and I was in a senior, most special senior under officer and kind of a thing. So maybe various reasons, but I'm happy about it.
Great.
So when we started, when we want to start something, and all through my life, I mean, I want to tell you this very, very emphatically, all through my life, I had a kind of a close friends association. And no decision in my life, excepting maybe my wedding, where I have given complete freedom to my parents. And all other decisions in my professional and personal life have always been in discussion with my core kind of a friends. This is very important for somebody's success. You will have to talk to people to whom you can believe and tell everything, whatever you want. It is like becoming naked in front of somebody. And you should not feel for it, because in business terms, I'm telling you, you need to become, sometimes you are expected to be naked, and your friend or your advisor has to look at the complete thing. Otherwise, you are going to be the losers. And normally it is seen that people do not have anybody to discuss. I want to tell you one small, just leaving away from this Manna story. I want to tell Manna or any other story, success story, or as I said, it's a story. I see all my discussions with young entrepreneurs, people who are in business, people who want to get into this business. I always concentrate on what they should not do in terms of kind of not getting into the issues where we got into, and we got heavy issues. That's how it is. See, you understand one simple logic in life. What for we need to be successful, what for we are going to be successful, why the success drives us so much, because it's a kind of a social recognition. It's a social prestige. And also you have to have a self-esteem in trying to do something and tell the world that you are capable of doing something. See, I want to tell you the success story or a success debacle of one of the greatest entrepreneurs India has produced. You should be all knowing that the Coffee Day owner, Mr. Siddharth. I have had the good opportunity to meet him, share a days with him in Bangalore long back, and kind of a very, very enterprising person. I can tell you that I have gone through a lot of sessions where he has encouraged the young entrepreneurs. Those days, people like him, kind of a success story. So this man, having produced such a great brand, which has become a kind of a business ambassador for India, and he was making a tough fight for even brands like Starbucks and other things. But still, what happens finally with the 48,000 plus employers, with so many hundred outlets, and since his asset was hugely in compared to his liabilities. Say, for example, if liability is 2,000 crores, he had assets worth 10,000 crores, and plus he comes from one of the most powerful political families of the country. In spite of it, he chose to go to Kerala, go to a place called, between Kannur and Mangalore, it's a 3.5 kilometers long bridge, and he chose to walk in the bridge, half the bridge, and you know the other things. So see, the idea of what I'm trying to drive out here is, had Mr. Siddharth had good, maybe 1 or 2 or 5 friends with whom he could have discussed all these things, maybe it could have been solved by simple terms. Maybe somebody would have transformed his worries to his family. Somebody would have taken his ideas to his customers. And I don't know, say many times what we think, that when success comes, we take it everything in our thing. And when some kind of challenges come, we don't want to discuss it, because that's a kind of an ego we carry. And this is the basic difference. This is the basic difference Indian entrepreneurs and Western entrepreneurs have it. They just like that give a insolvency certificate. We do business. I do business with so much resources, so much funds, so many people, so many companies, so many assets, and so many liabilities. When the liabilities are far more the assets, I simply write an insolvency notice and give it to the government and get away from the business. And very next day, I start another business.
Yeah.
That's how the Western business culture has developed. And that mentality is not there. That is because Indians, we are all basically introverts. Why introverts? In the sense, it is accepting few of the sects in India, maybe some Gujaratis, maybe Punjabis. Other than that, mostly South Indians are we are not very open up kind of a thing, and we are basically not extroverts. We are introverts. Introverts in the sense, in business it is danger. And introverts have one advantage and a disadvantage, because introverts are normally considered to be very deep thinkers, because they think and take a call. They don't take unnecessary decisions. But at the same time, the disadvantages they don't discuss. We can't assess what this man is up to, and that's kind of a thing. And that's what the first information I want to give it to young entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in this forum, or people who want to build a business. First, you need to build a good friendship.
Wonderful.
It can be your friend, it can be your wife, it can be your father, it can be your mother, anybody for that information. For that, you have to build a friendship, you have to build a connection.
Correct.
With whom you can be naked yourself, in the sense that you have to be naked with all your issues, not physically naked. And that's how I call it. And that's how, see, I want to just switch over to Tamil in one of the things. And number two, see, when we started this health mix, and initially we had a lot of good feedback, response. Big supermarkets gave us, and chain supermarkets gave us. People thought that this is the kind of a product we have been waiting for. We opened up a native product, we opened up a traditional product, we opened up everything. And in this process, even today, I regret that we have not gone all India. In the sense, I should have taken it to Punjab, I should have taken it to Assam, I should have taken it to Kashmir. But maybe other resources were not available. Maybe, as I told you, I was an introvert kind of a thing, not trying to take big risk. But I think I need huge, big brand we built, but we could not take the advantage. Once we made that initial success, a few of the people who are working with us in the marketing people, very, very carefully, you please hear this. Because initial successes are continued successes. My boss used to say, when everything goes well, that's the time you have to be more alert. When you are paying salary, when money is coming, when your customers pay and your product is accepted, all around there are appreciation for you. And that's the time you have to be more careful, and something is going to hit you. And that's the kind of thing. So I was not that careful, because as I told you, my background, though I come from a very humble, lower middle class family, my parents were teachers, and I was a first generation businessman, no big support, no big resources, but also with all this, that I was working in a large organizations, I was flying all the time. To tell you, I was meeting chairmen who were IAS officers, meeting ministers to get tenders, and that kind of a mind, it has gone into a kind of a big thing. And in Tamil we say Brahmandam, big thing. So in my mind, I registered that if I buy a car, I should buy a big car. It should not be less than 15 lakhs. If I go in a flight, I should go in a business class ticket, because I was traveling in a business class ticket. And that is a very dangerous trend unless you remove that. That's why people say you have to have the capacity to learn and also unlearn. You need to know what to be removed from your mind when you take the next step. So that nothing is permanent. So that way, what happened, we wanted to get into, see, some distributors also misguided us, or I won't say that misguided. My face is okay. I mean, it looks dark to me, but is it okay?
It's okay, sir. It's okay.
I'm dark anyway. Okay. Right. Okay. So what happened? We wanted to get into this masala division, and once I did not realize that masala, of course, Manna brand is famous and known, and we can make definitely be a successful product in masala. So we entered into masala, and we got a great hit. Hit is because of two reasons. One is, I told you, my friends gave me a suggestion that don't get into this volume business. Okay. They told me that for Manna health mix, for building business, you have a value-added product. You have a product which will stay for a long time in building a brand. But you're getting into masala, it is a suicidal. But still, because believing my own marketing people, and I thought I am a great marketing wizard, and I got into that and got hit. Got hit to the extent that for next 6 years were hell for us. In the sense that we tried to, we had accumulated loans, accumulated issues, accumulated quality issues, everything. But what good thing happened is I became naked in front of my friends within 6 months. I told them that I got into this issue. I don't know how to come out of it. There are quality issues in masala, there is price issues in masala, there are taste issues in masala, a lot of issues. And whatever advantages we had in our traditional product and the original product, we are going to lose if we don't take a corrective action immediately. And because, as I told you, I was honest in my approach, and we decided that pull out of masala division immediately. And we immediately, within 1 year, 1.5 years, we closed, and we inherited huge cash loss. And from there, the fight started.
Okay.
And what happened is, in spite of all those kind of a thing, God has been kind, and I had good team to support me. See, I will tell you, there were one accounts man, there was one marketing man, there was one factory production person, and there was one diligence man, kind of an administration. These 4 people, from day one, they stayed. And sometime, I would not be in a position to pay them salary for 3 months, 3.5 months, 4 months together. And even that time, they thought that that's another message I want to give you. You will have to create a personality for yourself.
Correct.
You are a businessman. At the same time, you are a good human being. And that only will create a team for you. You know, see, creating a team in your good times and doing great things with your money kind of a thing. It's not a big thing. But what is important is when all your chips are down and all your fortunes are down, and when you are struggling for survival, if you are creating a team with your personality through your earlier behavior, and the people, the core people around you realize that this is the time we should support me, and that is your success. And you have to create a good team. They may not be great intellectuals. They may not be great people in accounts, great people in production. But what is important there in the initial years of building is the loyalty. In many building, in many organizations, companies, even today, take it Tata, take it Reliance, take it any company for that matter, there will be people who take intellectual people to take decisions, and there are people who are only loyal. May not be that kind of individuals, but these loyal people will sit on positions where they have to control the intellectual people. That's a kind of a, that goes without saying. That's how organization runs. And of course, as I told you that when you had a issue with Manna Masala, we closed it, and then we brought it, and because then we decided we have learned a very important lesson.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful.
So, the lesson is, one is, can I go ahead?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, another. Well, you tell me when to stop so that we can take up the question. That there are important lessons. What we heard is there is something called value-added brand building and something called volume business. Many people even now call me. I go to many universities, many engineering colleges, many medical, management schools to talk on the experience, and the questions normally come: what kind of a business I should start? What kind of product I should have? What kind of what is the team size I should have? All these things will come only with if you understand these 2 basic principles. Anything which is selling in bulk quantity in the market, like soaps, toothpaste, rice, maida, atta, kadalamavu, urga, all these things you can call it as a mass consumption products. Or you can call it a volume products which can, so somebody's, there are 15 brands in pickle. Why not bring a 16th brand? That's the biggest mistake.
Correct.
So that is, you go behind volume business, very few people are successful. 100 people getting into volume business, I can tell you that 10% success is assured. But on the other hand, if you get into a product which may take longer time for you to market, which may take longer time for you to establish the product, which may take longer time to for the consumers to accept your product, but here success rate is much, much higher. I will tell you, here the success rate is 70%. Where is 10% and side is 70%? The rules are very simple, because in the value-added product which is not commonly used, which are kind of an innovation from you in terms of a drink, or in terms of a powder, in terms of a health product, in terms of fruit, in terms of soap or anything which can attract immediate attention. Innovation, marketing, innovation takes a longer time. But a 10 rupees product can be marketed for 50 rupees product if you are smart. A 10 rupees product can be marketed for 200 rupees product if you are smart. But in mass product, even a 10 rupee product already available for 15 rupees. You have no choice. You have to give it for 14 rupees. That's where your problem will start. So there are innovation products, there are mass volume-based products. You have to select. A wise businessman will have, majority of his products are at least 2 or 3 key products into this innovation model, and add few products as a mass model, so that the volume turnover will be there, because the distributors and the consumers will have to buy some minimum quantity, so they will help you. So that's how a combination of innovation products and some mass products to support the structure, and you can have it. See, it is like this. What is inside the ground and in terms of foundation, you and I do not know.
Correct.
We only see the building outside, and building is all of an architectural excellence. And if you get a good architecture, you have a bad building to be shown as a great building in the sense. But what is important is the kind of a foundation what you have, which is hidden inside. You do not know whether you can build 4 floors or you can build 40 floors. You do not know. But what an entrepreneur should do is to build a great foundation so that that company can live for 40, 50 years. You may not be available. You may not run it. You may sell it. You may do anything. But what is important is as long as that foundation remains, that we will continue to enjoy that kind of a reputation as a builder, as a founder, as a person who have created this company. And coming to current situation, in just few words, I will tell you, COVID-19 has come as a totally unprecedented human tragedy. Nobody expected. When you had tsunami, a part of the world, a part of India, a part of Sri Lanka, a part of Indonesia, part of few countries got affected. So entire humanity from all other parts of the world came into rescue. What happened in West Bengal few days back? They had a huge destruction. But other places are now going and helping out them. So the calamities of many natures, but this calamity which has been created in terms of COVID-19 has not only created a health issue, a survival issue, huge economical issue, huge kind of a threat to the entire mankind. So you and I do not know what is going to happen in the month of June, whether whatever being opened up, it will remain opened up, whether the normalcy will come in Tamil Nadu, whether the normalcy will come in India, whether the normalcy come in the world. Because the world today, what we call it is a global village, has again become a separated countries. And I am rating it as one of the most unprecedented challenges on the humankind.
Correct.
And what is important here is we have to restart the whole thing. When computer is not working or we are finding out some difficulty, what we do, we off the computer and restart, reboot it. And that is how we can now work it out. Leave everything, whatever you had. You had 500 employees, you had a very big factory, you had innovative product, you had mass products, you had 600 distributors, you have so many things. I'm telling you, useless. From the topmost company, global #1 company to the last company, everybody is affected in different perceptions, in different propositions. Meaning that everybody today in the world is rebooting or restarting their computer, restarting the whole systems, whole business. Yeah. When we say restarting, what is important? Number one, we have to do a proper evaluation of ourselves. As a person, I need to evaluate me. As a company, we need to evaluate. As I told you, it's a restarting structure. We have to restart. And where we had, what are the advantages we had, what are the disadvantages we had, has nothing to do. Maybe I was a great seller in Africa. For Africa, people say that the COVID-19 will enter into Africa only after 3 months. You do not know what is going to happen in that place. So nothing is permanent, and you are in a place not able to judge anything. And that's the kind of a situation we are in. Number one, you will have to do a proper analysis of ourselves and our company, our businesses. The people call it as a SWOT analysis, as you all know. Fact sheet. Make complete fact sheet of your strengths, fact sheets of your threats, fact sheet of your challenges as well as your opportunities. You make a fact sheet and restart the whole thing. Where you will restart? Number one, I always tell, this is maybe 56th or 57th meeting I'm addressing to entrepreneurs, big, small associations kind of a thing. I used to tell them that please ensure minimum guarantee. First, there has to be a kind of a secured thing we have to put to ourselves. Minimum guarantee has to be there. What is minimum guarantee? My company should survive.
Correct.
How many people I need? How many products I need? What kind of a production I need? Should I go for another loan? Should I not take a loan? Should I sell some of my assets? Should I not sell some of all these things in threadbare you want to discuss? and create a proper new business plan. When we say a new normal, create a business plan which is absolutely new, absolutely transparent, absolutely shock absorbing. Why shock absorbing? Because we do not know whether it is in 1 month it is going to be all right, in 3 months it's going to be all right, in 1 year it is going to be all right. You are shock absorbing. Like we say, new normal, your shock absorbing new business plan should have 3 portions. If everything goes all right in another 1 month, what will be my jump? What will be my operations? What will be my plan of things? If everything is going to take 3 months, how we are going to operate? And everything is going to take more than 6 months. So you have to have plan A, plan B, plan C. This is what is very important. And very, very important is you need to realize the fact. Please do not get deceived by what is happening. Please do not get deceived by what is spoken in the TVs, what is spoken in the WHO, what is spoken in America, what is spoken in United States, United Kingdom or in China. All these things absolutely not connected to us. This all big political game is going on. Let's not get into that. And in every layer, they are trying to take advantage of this COVID-19 situation. But what is important to me and me, because there are hundreds of families depend on my success, this company. There are few people who are depending on our success, our survival of our company. So important for entrepreneurs to currently think that it is going to be worse. Plan that way. If it is going to be worse than what it is today in 3 months, how we are going to handle it? Taking loans, getting into the banks, that is not going to solve you, or that might put you into further troubles. So you'll have to create a proper fact sheet and plan on resources versus plan. What are your resources today? What are your manpower resources? What are your financial resources? What are your product resources? What are your innovation resources? How you can transform the company to a better company and never forget 2 words. Survival. And it is very clearly, it is said by our Abhijit Banerjee. He said, any businessman who survives 2020 will survive forever.
Great.
You understand this. Abhijit Banerjee, the Nobel literate who conversed with Rahul Gandhi a few days back, he gave he spoke for a long time, but what attracted me was, he said, any businessman, any company, any corporate survives 2020 surviving forever. So that's a kind of a thing I want to tell you. Then another one small important thing, because the times are not bad. In Tamil we say, Aala uluvadu, Agala uluvadu. I have, maybe I have 300 acres of land. And is it prudent for me to go into plugging all the 300 acre of 300 land, or select only 50 acres and put all my resources and make more revenue or more produce from that 50 acres land? Aala uluvadu nallada, agala uluvadu nallada ketta. This time the COVID-19 situation tell us that concise yourself into smaller area, concentrate, build it, and then go to another 50 acres, then go to another 50 acres. And that's the reason people say that this is the time that you need to be very smart and alert.
Great.
And there is a big difference. And a businessman is not just a normal businessman. There are businessmen of many, many categories. Alert businessmen are different. Smart businessmen are different. And you need to be smart businessman today. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. That was a very brief introduction along with the learnings that you want to share. So to summarize, to start off with, be a shameless entrepreneur, and you need to have a circle around, vibe attracts your tribe and solluvaanga. So you need to have good people around so that you can share your failures with them, make sure that you listen to them, and then overcome those overcome those failures. Fear of failure patti romba alaga sonninga. We are in a society where we are introverts and we don't talk much, and we always fear of failing in the journey. So that's something. And in when you were facing those failures, how did you sold your story in the first circle so that these people remain still with your company? So that's another fantastic thought. And fail fast, learn fast. How Manna Masala got a hit, and then you had to close the Manna Masala vertical. So that was one thing that it's a huge takeaway, I would believe. So in this COVID-19 Corona time, how do we reboot ourselves? How do we work on plan A, plan B, and plan C, and things like that? So wonderful, sir. Sir, there is this question: how do you make traditional Indian foods appealing to the generation Z? So in the vara generation appealing Indian foods traditional foods and
two things I want to tell you because connected to food, because too many things I thought I will answer specific questions. In food today, you have ocean of opportunities today because the entire world, particularly, basically you should understand India has 130 million people. And it's not 130 crore people. So in the 130 crore people is a huge business for you. And unfortunately, from the 20% of the population came up to the middle class, lower middle class stage, and they're going back now.
Okay.
And so that means that you convert it as an opportunity, they'll come back again, maybe in another 2-3 years. And the food habits, the COVID-19 has brought in lot of changes to our normal life, and one changes, people have realized that it is important for us to take native food. If you are living in Bangalore, if you are a Karnataka, if you are a Tamilian, if you are a Punjabi, if you are an Assamese, and it is important, people have realized that you will have to be self-sufficient and you will have to take natural foods and traditional native foods. So that is opening up a big opportunity for you. See, somebody is living in West Bengal, for example, it's a 6 crore population. Create a product which can sell in 6 crore population. Why you need to be a big all India brand, for example? If you are a Goa man, create a product, do some innovation to market some product only within Goa. What is wrong in it?
Correct.
So instead of volume big business, you'll have to create system-based, innovation-based companies. There are opportunities in fruits, natural fruits. There are opportunities in drinks, natural drinks. People are fed up.
Correct.
They want medicated or natural, traditional drink which your grandmother and my grandmother gave when we were young people. And there are drinks operation, fruits operation, powder operation, health operation, all these combinations of chemically made synthetic health products have no place. Let me tell you, in another 6 months, they all vanish. And people are ready to cook and eat now. And they are not going to believe anything which is made ready-made. And these are all good turnarounds, and definitely you'll have more market opening up, and you will do well.
Great, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So the next question, what are the challenges to make automation in food industry? When it comes to food, perishables handle pandrom, food processing have evolved so much all over the years. So how do we, what are the challenges that you look upon, sir? Still, are there any challenges, or it has evolved and you have technology to overcome?
So food products, normally, see, I do have no big idea about the other area, but see, we were always in the powder area. In the stock problem. Automation has gone huge transformation in India, and you have everything excepting. Even if you understand that government the cold storage kind of thing, perishable challenges. We were always in the non-perishable area, so I will pinch up. But again, coming to that perishable thing, and now government has realized that 100 mangoes which are plucked from the tree, how many reach into the customer? And they say, you will be surprised. 100 mangoes taken from the tree, you will be surprised to know 39 actually go to the customer. 61 mangoes are not, we are unable to process those mangoes, and they are going waste. So government is addressing that. And maybe a cluster of cold chains, kind of a roadmap for perishable products, and how to, the moment you plug it, the moment you have it, you have to do some processing and keep it safe. And that's where government is working, because that's a huge area where small person like me cannot understand, but still there are this thing, and there is, government is working on food parks kind of a thing, and that will continue to develop.
Great, sir. Thank you. Yes, so you shared your failure story and the Manna Masala launch panna time la you had all of those failures and things like that. So brand extension, how is it important, and when do a brand decide on extending the brand? Let's say நீங்க Manna Masala launch பண்ணீங்க, likewise now that you have got other allied products, so அது vertical இருக்கணுமா இல்ல horizontal இருக்கணுமா? So what would be your advice to startups who are looking at brand extensions?
Brand extension அவசியம் இல்லை சார். நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா there are two ways of companies. See, I know a company which I don't want to name. They have only 3 products. Hugely successful company.
Wonderful.
அவங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த சபலமே வரல. அவங்களுக்கு வந்து 3 products. If we make it 30 products, why don't we take market share? No. They have used all the resources on that 3 products they had, and they continue to be successful. That's number 1. Number 2, there are 2 masala companies in Tamil Nadu, and I want to, without naming it, I want to give you a thing. One company has stabilized on quality, on supply chain, on products, no expansion, and continue to do quality product, quality marketing, quality this thing. Other company continue. There is no stopping in the expansion. They want to market from my mineral water to broom, and so that's how you dilute your brand. And a long run, after 50 years, there will be striking difference between these 2 brands. Today you may not realize. So somewhere you will have to take a call. What are the ethos of your company? What is your brand going to be seen or going to be referred after some time? So, and that depends. எப்படி expand பண்ணணும், எப்படி expand பண்ணணும்ங்கறதெல்லாம் as you get the initial success அதுல வரும்போது, as I told you that I mean the situations will ask you to expand or not expand kind of a thing. And a prudent entrepreneur will always he will do his own analysis in every day, every week, every month, and add or not add. And it depends on the ethos of the company and with respect to the resources. Huge money available. Why not we go faster? Go faster. There is no money, little money. So then you go step by step. It depends on kind of resources we have.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Great, sir. Thank you. So when it comes to food product brands or product manufacturing segment, let's say a startup wants to enter this market. How do they build distribution channel in the first place, sir? How do they actually start building? There are certain challenges like credit period challenges irukku, getting on the shelf, commissions idella irukku.
Sorry to cut down your Mr. I know where you are coming. See, I am telling you, it's all depend on these 2 things. Whether you are marketing value added branded product which will take a longer time to penetrate in the market, or when you want to get into a volume based huge mass market.
Yeah.
Mass market la undu you may get distributors, but they may not stay. Huge credits will be there, they will not pay. Huge claims will come, you will be closing the operation. So lot of things are here you may not get distributors so easily, but once you get it, they will stay with you because you have done some homework before bringing a product. You are an innovator, and this product will take, the distributor will realize that this will take time, but this will go. So that kind of a thing, the journey will be little lost. And as I told you, just to add, a proper mix of some innovative products and some mass products will gain you distributors faster. Thank you.
Great, sir. Thank you. So you have been an investor, sir. You have been a mentor for a lot of advisor for a lot of small and mid-sized businesses. So what do you expect from a new startup? Or startup இருக்காங்க இந்த ஸ்பேஸ்லனா என்னென்ன விஷயங்கள் அந்த ஒரு இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னால எக்ஸ்பெக்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க?
There are 2 kind of startups. Number 1, கொஞ்சம் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வச்சுக்கிட்டு ஏதாவது புதுசா நானே பண்ணணும் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி பண்றவங்க. இப்போ வாட் யூ ஆர் டூயிங் as a Chaikanth and chain shops to manufacture, to supply tea and other things. These are all innovations. See, these innovations, the startups, ellame will depend on 2 things. Number 1, what kind of resources you have right now. நீங்க ஆரம்பிக்கும் போதே ஒரு வருஷம் 2 வருஷத்துல எவன்டையாவது போய் நாம வந்து ஒரு 2 கோடி ரூபாய் வாங்கிடலாம், அதுக்கு ஏத்தாப்புல சிஸ்டத்தை போடணும் அப்படின்னு நினைச்சு வர்றவங்க வந்து 100 பேர்ல 5 பேர் தான் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல். என்கிட்ட என்ன இருக்கோ அதை வச்சு நான் பண்ண போறேன், வந்தா அது அடிஷனல் போனஸ் அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறவங்க தான் சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் ஆக முடியும். I have 10 lakh rupees, so I am putting up a medical shop. I have 10 lakh rupees. Instead of putting a medical shop, which is a common thing, I am trying to put up a small, innovative coffee shop where I will supply all traditional foods. Maybe I will give, I will give millet appams and millet idlis and some polkatais, and I will dig it from my own traditions. What was used 60 years back, I will do it. I am telling you, in Anna Nagar I live, there is a shop which is selling in the morning only. It is open only between 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock. After 10 o'clock, they are doing some other business in the same place. Okay. But in this, between 6 and 10, they supply all natural soup. They give Vendaka soup, Murugaka soup, this soup. So 15, 18 soups he is having. And you go and select and eat. And I'm telling you, they are charging 60 rupees to 100 rupees per soup. And there is a big following. There is a big following for that soup kadai, and they go and take soup. See, it all takes an innovation. It all see, நீங்க வந்து சாதாரணமா இல்ல நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி want to open up a medical shop, it's not a bloody big thing, and you'll have to take a license, get hold of a B-Farm person, have a signature and open it. That's not the issue. Whether you can create in the same 10 lakh rupees, you can create an innovation. You can see medical shop na immediately you may sell, you may start selling. Also, you may make revenue also, but what will be the revenue will be in medical shop compared to a kind of an innovative, informative or a new idea shop. This new idea will give you more success. You will grow faster. Maybe like Chaikant, today you have 10 to 15 outlets and you may grow to 100 outlets. What is important is innovation and waiting for that innovation to succeed. Yeah, that's what, it depends on the resources we have. நிறைய மார்க்கெட்ல நிறைய பேர் ஈக்விட்டி பணம் கொடுக்குறாங்க, நிறைய பேர் கடன் கொடுக்குறாங்க. Banks are opening to give loan. All bloody loan. All money is you are committing for yourself. So I have 15 lakhs, I have 50 lakhs. We are 5 friends pulling up our money and putting, and that's a different story than what you are doing it with the others' money. Yes, sir.
Okay, great, sir. Wonderful. So there is this question, sir. How should an entrepreneur embrace failure? So, ஏற்கனவே நம்ம அந்த ஃபெயிலியர் பத்தி எல்லாம் பேசியிருந்தோம். ஃபியர் ஆஃப் ஃபெயிலியர். ஏன்னா நம்ம ஒரு சொசைட்டியே வந்து குழந்தை வளர்க்கறதுல இருந்து ஸ்கூலுக்கு அனுப்புறதுல இருந்து நீ ஃபெயில் ஆகக்கூடாதுன்னு தான் நம்ம சொல்லி வீட்டுல எல்லாருமே வளர்த்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ நோங்கிற விஷயத்தையே வந்து மைண்ட் அவ்வளவு ஈஸியா எடுத்துக்கிறது இல்ல. ஸோ இமோஷனலா அட்டாச் ஆயிரும் எல்லா விஷயத்துலயுமே. ஸோ பிசினஸ் வரும்போது நம்ம இமோஷனலா பார்க்கும்போது நிறைய இடத்துல ஃபெயிலியர் ஆகுது.
காரணம் ஒண்ணு இருக்கு சார். அதுக்கு காரணம் ஒண்ணு இருக்குன்னா, பிசினஸ் மேன்னா நீங்க வந்து என்ன நினைக்கிறீங்கன்னா, நீங்க வந்து ஒரு ஒரு பெரிய கார்ல போகணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க. ஒரு பிசினஸ் மேன்னா நீங்க வந்து யூ ஷுட் வேர் ஒன்லி பிக் ஷர்ட்ஸ், பிராண்டட் ஷர்ட்ஸ் நினைக்கிறீங்க. ஒரு பிசினஸ் மேன்னா யூ ஷுட் ஹாவ் அ லார்ஜ் பிக் பாஷ் ஆஃபீஸ். ஒரு ஆஃபீஸ்க்குள்ள போன உடனே நீங்க வந்து ஒரு பெரிய ஒரு 300 சதுர அடியில பெரிய ரூம் இருக்கணும், அதுல ஃபுல்லா சேர்ஸும் சோஃபாவும் இருக்கணும். அப்பதான் ஆல் தீஸ் ஆர் மித்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வந்து ரிமூவ் ஆல் தீஸ் திங்ஸ் ஃப்ரம் யுவர் மைண்ட். You can do a business sitting in your home. You can be, I know one person who is currently doing 300 crores turnover, who is auto ancillary unit. You won't believe. He has a large, huge hall as office. He is not a today's man. He has been doing it for 50 years now. And even today when I go and meet him, he is sitting one among his employees. He is in a large hall. Meaning he is sitting in the middle. And there are only 4-5 chairs in front of him and kind of a thing. See, it all goes into mind. நம்ம ஆட்களுக்கு என்ன சொல்லி கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னா, நீ வந்து வெப்பா பெரிய ஆள் ஆயிருவே. ஆமா ஆயிருவேன். என்ன சார், என்னோட பிரதர் வந்து ரொம்ப பெரிய சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் ஆண்டர்பிரனர் சார். எப்படியா நீ என்ன, ஹவு டு யூ ரேட் சக்சஸ் சார்? இப்போ தான் ஒரு 10 வாரத்துக்கு முன்னால அவர் வந்து பென்ஸ் வாங்கிட்டார் சார். என்ன பென்ஸ் வந்து ஸ்டேட்டஸ் சிம்பலா? பென்ஸ் ஸ்டேட்டஸ் சிம்பலா? அதே மாதிரி பாத்தீங்கன்னா அவர் எப்போ பாருங்க அவர் வந்து மாண்ட் பிளாக் பென் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுவார் சார். வாட் இஸ் திஸ் ஆல் திஸ் திங்? First, get out of all these myths. Your success is your success. It is not for the society. Society will recognize you automatically when your brand has become successful, when your product has become successful, when your operations become successful, when you give more employment to more people, you will be recognized. And you need not wait for your thing. And all these things are myths. இந்த மாதிரி எனக்கு தெரிஞ்ச ஒருத்தர் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு. அவர் வந்து இங்க இருந்து திருநெல்வேலிக்கு ட்ரெஸ் போய் துவைச்சு அயன் பண்ணி இங்க வரும். அப்பதான் அவர் போடுவார். இதெல்லாம் என்னன்னா, நமக்கு வந்து ஏதாவது இடத்துல இந்த மாதிரி ஆட்களுக்கு ஃபெயிலியர் வந்ததுன்னு வைங்க, தற்கொலை எல்லாம் போய் முடியும். You are ready to adopt any kind of a social thing whenever it comes, because success and failure you take it. And that way I can tell you, entrepreneurial community is a different community. Don't come inside if you don't belong to this community. This community is full of challenges. This community is full of solutions. This community is ready to face anything and everything with courage. This community has more of people who are failures, less of people who meet success. And if you want to get into this community, come here to expect failures, and finally you may be successful. And the survey says that 61% of the entrepreneurs who enter, 100 people, 61 are vanishing from the scene. 39 remain. And 11% of this 39% remain for longer time, 40 years, 50 years. So either you belong to 11% of 39%, or you belong to 61%, only the time will decide the way of your perception of business, perception of a businessman and entrepreneur. I should have a driver to drive. I should have a large, big car. And சொன்னல என் ஃப்ரெண்ட் ஒருத்தர் சொன்னாரு, பெரிய கூரியர் நடத்திட்டு இருக்காரு. இப்ப நல்லா போது போட்டு உங்க பிரதருக்கு, ஆமா சார் பிரமாதம் போகுது சார். நான் 10 மாசத்துக்கு முன்னால பென்ஸ்லாம் வாங்கிட்டேன் சார், சூப்பரா செட்டில் ஆயிட்டேன் சார். என்ன, ஹவு கேன் தட் பி ஒரு கோவிடே காலம் போகுது. பெரிய பெரிய ராஜாலாம் கீழே வந்து தரைக்கு வந்துட்டான். எல்லாம் இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் அழிஞ்சு கீழே போகுது. பிகாஸ் வாட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட் இஸ், இஃப் யூ ஸ்டார்ட் பிளானிங் அண்ட் லிவிங் எ ஹம்பிள் லைஃப், ஷாக் அப்சார்பர் வரும்போது டப்புன்னு பிடிச்சிக்கலாம். Because the shock absorber is your mind. It will absorb it. Okay, let's go. Okay, I failed. How does it matter? How does it matter? It matters only to me, to my friends, to my family, and others will laugh for some time. I don't live for the society. I live for myself, and that's the mental strength we should have. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, ஒரு இன்டர்வியூல நான் பார்த்தம்போது you mentioned that you found time refreshing lot of books. ஏற்கனவே படிச்ச புக்கை வந்து ரெஃப்ரெஷ் பண்ணிக்க எனக்கு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைச்சுன்னு சொன்னீங்க. ஒரு ஆண்டர்பிரனர் ஆகிறவங்களுக்கு, இல்ல ஏற்கனவே ஆண்டர்பிரனரா இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு, would you suggest some books for them to actually learn and inspire, sir? ஏதாவது ஸ்பெசிஃபிக்கா ஏதாவது புக்ஸ் இருந்தா?
It depends on interest. I am basically a son of a teacher who was a history teacher. அதனால எனக்கு ஹிஸ்டரி மேல வந்து தற்செயலாவே ஒரு ஆர்வம் இருக்கு எனக்கு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். இன்னைக்கு ஐஸ்லாண்ட் என்ன நடக்குதுன்னா நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்ல முடியும். Today, what is happening in Wuhan? Because I have an interest to understand what is happening. Why Australia is going to be the future of the world? அப்படிங்கிறதுக்கு நான் 2 மணி நேரம் பேசுவோம். Because Australia is even today, its untapped potential is there. Only 11% of Australian land is used, meaning that 89% of the land is still vacant. அப்படி சொல்லுவேன். But still, எதுக்கு நான் சொல்றேன்னா, படிக்கிறதுங்கிறது வந்து important. What you read is not important. Whatever you have interest, I read books on people who are successful. I read books who are not successful also. So I will tell you, one book will give you a failure story and a successful story. That's a book called Simply to Fly. Simply Fly. Captain Gopinath. And the book is Simply Fly, Captain Gopinath book. If you read, I don't want to tell you. I will tell you the success of Captain Gopinath. The failures, 100 failures which has been met by Gopinath, and a great success.
Wonderful.
And 100 success of Vijay Mallya, and the greatest failure of Vijay Mallya. Both success and failures of 2 individuals, 2 corporations, 2 great people are there in one book, Simply Fly. So, நிறைய படிச்சா நிறைய விஷயங்கள் தெரியும். Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. So it was nice, having all of you in the session. Sir, thank you so much for your time. Finally, if at all you want to mention, closing note, you can mention and then we can leave.
Only thing, be safe. 3 things, as I told you, very important. Entrepreneurial community is not a flushing community, posing community. It's a community which is humble. Because this is the only community which is taking huge risk. See, I told you, I was having all the comforts and I was in employment. Much younger.
Right.
I was having all the comforts as an employment, but I was not satisfied with that, because money has never motivated me, and I switched over to entrepreneurship.
Wonderful.
Knowing that this is going to be a tougher journey, that's number 1. So you be prepared for a tougher journey. Success is not very easy. At the same time, success is a term of reference. See, for example, if I make 1 lakh rupee per month through my own efforts as an entrepreneur, that's a great success for me. For somebody, it will be 1 crore rupee. For somebody, it will be 10 crore rupees. That is not the thing. What is important is first survival. Number 3, currently, please evaluate our own businesses. As I told you, in a naked form, completely become naked to yourself. Write down your thing, and then you will have lot of good ideas for way forward. Nothing is permanent in life. Nothing is permanent. See, people, the day, on Sunday, the world's most powerful magazine, Time, releases its weekly paper, weekly magazine. In the cover, this is Indira Gandhi, put the world's most powerful man, அப்படின்னு போட்டு இந்திரா காந்தியை போட்டு அனுப்புறான். அந்த இதில் போட்டு அந்த same week she was killed. You don't know what is in store for us. It's a very short life. What is important is you will have to live life on a daily basis. Today I'm okay, tomorrow okay. And that's how it goes. And as I told you, do not forget that entrepreneurial community is a different community. Here, we don't have caste, and we don't have religion, we don't have language, nothing. It's a business language we do. It's a business ethics we follow. It's a business sentiments we take care. I wish you all the very best. And I have given my email in the chat box, and anybody who wants to contact me, will contact me. Thank you very much, Suresh.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for coming.
God bless you for your initiative. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. See you. Thank you.